Welcome back everyone to a new episode of Satisfactory. Last episode we did the sky bridge here and we got the Caterium automated and down to the end, ready to go into where my factory area is. Now the next step here is not the hardest was getting this bridge and everything done, is to actually get our oil going. So we're going to be bringing in oil from these islands over here. There's 4 pure nodes over there, so I can pump a lot of oil out of there. Now, before we do any of that, I have to get some research done here. We haven't even done the Caterium electronics milestone, but we do have it fully automated at 60 per minute coming into our factory area, which is really good. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to dump all this stuff in there, and I should have enough cables. Nice. It feels good launching that thing because I don't get to see it too often anymore.
Has been unlocked.
Our next targets now that we're going to be looking at is learning our alternates, because I got the heavy modular frame unlocked. I have to do that one here, which isn't too bad. I mean, we got all this stuff now to easily do that. And rubber cable we have too, and we also have to move on to tier 6 soon, which actually takes computers. Now I can handcraft these to actually unlock this stuff early and just be more productive right away instead of producing computers and then coming back and changing it all. So I think what I'm going to do is spend some time after we get oil automated actually going through and making all the components I need to get all this stuff unlocked, unlock it all, and then we can make the factory, because I'd love to get our fuel redone with the fuel generator here instead of the coal. That way we can up our steel production too, so we can amp that up to make everything else. So I got a little bit of a run here. I should actually make a new vehicle or steal a vehicle to take over up that hill. Never mind. I can just run it. Alright, we are here at the end of the skyline. And we're where all the oil is. So in this area are 4 oil nodes. I believe one's over on that island right there. There's some over that way too. I should have probably got my health up. That's okay. We can eat some nuts while I'm at it. Now, I did have to buy a new keyboard because after 5 years, I spilled a drink on it, and that was it for it. It got all sticky, and then it broke, and then it just wasn't fun. You know how that goes. So I bought a new keyboard, and I'm trying to get used to this thing now. So I apologize if I press a few wrong buttons. But we got a node right here, right beside it. We got power coming down over here. All I did was run it straight down the building, put a platform down, stuck the power pole down, took the platform away. And now it's down here. So we're going to have to build 2 ugly solutions here, probably going upwards to bring the oil up and get all this oil joined together. So I'm going to have to make land bridges and whatnot as I go. I think like one's right there. I'm trying to jump so we can see this. Then the other one's over there. So they're not too far away at all. This should be really easy. These I really don't care about. We can spaghettify this as much as I want. Because once we get this going, we should never have to come back and really take a look at it. Other than to increase the output or to add more to the skyline. Because this skyline will probably keep going if I find some more resources, or if we have... I think there's some quartz and stuff way back there. We can probably get connected to the skyline. That's why I designed it like this, with the supports on the outside. That way I can build the transport system underneath, and then, yeah, so much stuff to do. Anyway, it's nighttime, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start plopping down some infrastructure here. See you in the morning. Alright, look at this. It's morning time and I have all 4 connected. It's really foggy in this area. It's kind of hard to see. It's nice, so I really like it over here. But these things here are all going. They're all connected with power. I have conveyor belts coming out of all of them. I just built a little bit of a land bridge over here on this one to get this stuff across. But if we take a look, these things pump out 240 per minute. And at our current tech, we're looking at logistics. Our conveyor belts can handle 270, so that means we have 4 of these coming out and producing way too much. And I don't want to run, not way too much, but producing too much for what we have. I don't want to run a whole ton of conveyor belts down this way. So I think it's a good idea to actually get our logistics research done. I'll handcraft the computers and everything that I need. The other stuff's already being automatically made, so I can grab those, but the computers might take a little bit. But while we're over here, I'm looking on the map, and apparently there's a whole bunch of stuff on these little islands. So I'm looking at this one. There's a little crater here, a little hill. Oh, there's a rock up here. So these things, apparently at some point in time, are going to be breakable. Now, the spiders can break them, if you can manage to get a spider over here. Oh, see, there's a Mercer sphere, I think, under there. You can hear it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to that. They put those rocks on top of stuff purposely. I'm assuming, like, we're going to get gunpowder to blow stuff up. That would be kind of fun, too. I wouldn't mind seeing some gunpowder. But there should be a green slug down the... Whoa! This way. I wish you could kill those stupid toxic things. Oh, there we go. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up before we get toxified. Oh, I can't wait to get the gas mask. That wasn't that intense. There's only a couple of them. That was quick. Okay, so we got everything on this island now, but if we continue down, actually, it says there's 2 other smaller islands down this way that I should be able to grab a yellow power slug and another green power slug. Ah, there's one right there. I see it. Okay, so there's going to be a yellow power slug on this island, which... Is it toxic? It has the things, but I can't see it. Maybe it's because of the fog. Oh, yeah, it's definitely toxic. Okay, we won't be grabbing these ones anytime soon. But once we get that gas mask, it should not be an issue. Let's go over to this island. There should be one over here somewhere. There it is. Barely see it in the fog. Let's go check out this little small one over here. Never have too many nuts. What's this? Oh, it's coal. Well, that's not important. There's nothing on this island? The map said there's stuff on this island. Oh, no, this isn't the right island. This is just a tiny island off to the side. The one I'm looking for is actually up this way. There it is over there. See it in the distance? That's the one I want to get to. That's just like a little small thing off to the side. I can see the power slug from here. It's right up there on that cliff. Oh, and there's a crash site here too. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the map and I see it right there. There's a crash site here that we could take a look at. And I'm looking for the enemy. There's always an enemy at these damn things. Huh, we're actually looking pretty good. And there's something on the map that says S. I'm not entirely sure what that is, and I don't feel like zooming it out, so we're just gonna we're gonna take a quick look. Oh, you know what that might be? Mercer sphere. Yeah, it's one of those little things. We're not gonna pick that up. We're actually gonna go and get those once the time comes. Oh, do we have some enemies on us? No, it's all the noise these stupid things are making. Now, the last video, I do apologize. For some reason, the sound ended up getting out of the sync. Oh, computers. 7 of them. That's actually really handy. I'll only have to make 43 more. All right, let's, where did the, here it is. Let's see what this drop pod. Oh, we don't even need to power it. We can just open it up. That's awesome. Did they take away the need to power these things to open them up? Or are some just open like this? That was really easy. Nice. We got some more research to do, too. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to have to, like, do a power run here, I think, at this yellow slug, because I see a bunch of these damn stupid things all over the place. Yeah, let's try to get at it before we get poisoned. Yellow, yellow. These things give us 2, if I'm not wrong. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. It almost feels like they slowed those things down a little bit since I started playing way back in pre-alpha weekend. I don't even know what to call it. Alright, next island is directly north of us. And it says there's a rock there and some power slugs. So I'm thinking there's a mine or something over this way that you can blow open with a rock. And there's some more stuff you can access in it. But holy crap, this area is just chock full of stuff. Alright, so there's a rock there. Yeah, I can hear the humming noise. You can hear it. I wonder how they know what kind of power slugs are in there. To put it on the map. Maybe someone managed to blow it open or get it open and found the power slugs in there. Or they're just guessing. Like this floating paleberry. No, it says there's one. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Right in the middle. Really easy to access. It almost feels like a trap. So that's pretty much it for the power slugs for this map here, or this little area. It does say there is one. There's a lot of nuts here, though. Holy crap. It does say there is a power slug on the other island near where this thing starts at the base. So I'm going to take a quick look there and see if it's easily accessible. Oh, this is the Mercer Sphere. I forget what the other one was. Damn it. I forget the correct name. Someone let me know down in the comments. I always forget the name of those things. Because I've only found a few so far, and they don't have use yet. But I did grab that one just because, well, it was right there. There it is. I see it up there. It does say it's a green power slug, but it looks like... Oh, there's a little bit of a jumping puzzle. I see up here, there, then up there. Oh, that's easy to get to. Hop up here. Hop up this. Whoa. Oh my god. Almost ran right off the edge. Watch me fail this. There we go. So that's not too hard. I kind of like some of these jumping puzzles. Usually I'm not too great at them, but it's almost like they made some of these for people like me. That was a green power slug. Alright, well, we got all the power slugs and all the goodies off this island that we need so far. And we got all the oil coming in into one spot for the most part. Let's take a quick look here. See, the other one's right here. We have them all coming around. And, of course, we have this one here. So, that's where our fourth one is. And the other one's over there. So, they're actually not even that far away from each other. Each producing 240. So, it is time to do the long run back home. And I'm going to handcraft some computers, and we'll get that technology unlocked. That way, I can just get it done now instead of having to do it later. You know what I mean? So since we are not actually doing any research here, let's go ahead and unlock another hard drive since we got it. Oh, this is going to be an awesome, another alternate recipe. We got like a whole bunch of these tiny little ones in here too that we need to do, as I was saying before. We need to do those very soon. But this actually should be really easy. I'll just go grab the frames. They're being made right now. We have crap loads of motors, but I do have to handcraft these computers, so this is going to take a second. The circuit board shouldn't be too hard for it because I have a whole bunch actually being made over here. There we go. Grab some of that up. This thing's still being made, right? Has our oil stopped? Oh no. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Our oil truck apparently has stopped running. Damn, that sucks. Well, I don't know what happened to it. It must have went off track. See, this is where I was saying it's not very dependable. So, well, screw you, truck station. We don't need you no more. Can I? Oh, I wonder. The vehicle's still got to be around. I'm gonna have to go find the vehicle to get rid of this damn path. Oh, that's a chore too. Well, lesson learned. Screw the vehicles next Let's Play. This is just definitely not worth it. The coal's not too bad. It's never really messed up. But this one's really long, and I've had problems with it. So, well, that's the end of that. Alright, so I need to make a bunch of plastic here for my computers. We only had that much oil kicking around. Because that thing was quite full all the time, so I didn't even think of keeping any backup. I don't think we have any backup. Yeah, no, I didn't keep any around. So we are actually completely out of oil. Now, I need to go all the way back to where we were making oil and grab some oil. That's such a pain. So what I think I'm going to do then is actually make myself a vehicle for that track for now, just for going back and forth. And I'll throw a power shard in it. That way I don't have to constantly be powering it. Let's split that off into one. There we go. And yeah, so once we do that, we'll disassemble it because I had the other power shard go missing in the truck, but the truck still works. So I want to see if you get the power shard back, and we'll disassemble this one to find out. So if we look at the tractor's inventory here, it is clear that there is no freaking power shard in there. So let's go ahead. It doesn't actually show us when we go to dismantle if there's going to be a power shard. I don't know if this is intentional to make it so that a power shard's a one-time use in the vehicle. Like once you use it, that's it. But it's gone apparently. If I go disassemble it, it doesn't show me. Damn. That sucks. Unless my inventory is full. That could also be the thing. Let's try that again. Yep, nope, confirmed. Unfortunately, looks like I've lost a power shard in there. That's not a good thing to do. And slide in our last 10 computers. Launch that sucker, and now we have better logistics. Alright, so we have conveyor belt Mark II, or Mark IV, my bad. It can transfer up to 450 resources per minute. So that's actually quite a bit. So each of those machines over there actually output 240. Which does add up to 480, which is now too much for one Mark IV conveyor belt. So what I might end up doing is running 2 Mark IVs, so we're running 900 oil per minute down the line, and underclocking the oil to match it. I think that's what will actually work the best. But we have these now, and I have a whole bunch of encased industrial beams saved up from splitting it off from my main production. Thank you to the viewers for giving me a little bit of a heads up on that to start saving on them. Because they're not hard to make, but they're a little bit of a pain in the butt to make. But we got a bunch, so I'm going to grab up all the encased beams we have. Which is actually in our steel factory here. This is a machine making encased industrial beams. Now, because I have this split off, it's actually slowing down the production for heavy industrial frames. But at the moment, I'm not really too concerned about it. We're actually going to come and optimize this. And I might actually do another whole teardown and rebuild of this once I have alternate recipes. Just so I don't have to have as many machines kicking around. We'll go up a little bit and take a quick look here. Because, like, look at that. It's not really spaghetti. I try to straighten out everything as nicely as possible, but there's a lot of machines, and this is only steel items to go into our mega assembler over there. I love that thing. It's so big. So to make this thing efficient on 2 lines, I'm gonna have to go to each of these machines and get it producing 225 per minute, as opposed to 240. So that'll make it efficient. They'll just be constantly running and spitting it out onto the line. Then we'll merge those together onto the faster belts, and then up and away we go. Now going up is going to be a little tricky. We're going to have resource elevators eventually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that mess there again. I hate how those things look, but it looks to be the best way to go up. I'll build one up here. We'll hook it up. Build one up on that side, hook it up, and then put 2 belts on top of each other and fly them down the middle, and then hook them up into the windows when we get down there. So that'll produce for us 900. Well, 450 times 2, that's pretty easy. 900 oil per minute, which is not too shabby. So it looks like the best we're going to do here to get to 225 is 225.6. If I put it at 94, it does that. If I put it at 93, it does 223 point something. So this is a closer number, and it's still 225. So 94 looks to be the almost magical number for that. I really hate that those things do decimal places, but you can't do fractions. So we are good to go. Now I'm thinking too, if I can actually get away with only doing one of those elevators up and maybe be able to wrap the other one into it, I might actually just do that. And I hate that the conveyor belts do collide with they don't collide with each other, that you can wrap them through. But at the same time, I hate that elevators are locked so far behind. We don't have them yet. That's a whole nother different topic. So I think for this example, I might let the conveyor belts intertwine into each other just to get it done. Look at these suckers. These things are awesome. I love the way these look. They're huge, they're beefy, and wow. Items just fly down it. These things are so fast. Watch this. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Like, look at that. By the time it's built, it's already full of oil. That is insane. So we have right here, right now, we have 225 per line coming into it. So that'll combine into 450, which will fly down this line. Holy crap, I had a moment there. Okay, anyways, now these belts are beefy. This is going to look silly going up one single thing, but whatever. Let's get it done. This is really going to test my patience. I got to go upwards. Now, the easiest thing I found to do was to do it like outside. Like, I'll spread these out a little bit too, just so there's room in between them, so I don't really have to mess around too much. and kind of work my way upwards. But I'm going to use this support as a platform to stand on, because I find wrapping these upwards is much easier if you're looking from down up on it instead of like up or down, or even from the side. Like, it's a little more difficult starting, but once you get going, it's not too bad. So I got a ton of these things to place, and hopefully I have enough rods on me. Oh no, I didn't bring too many. I was able to go out on the other one like this, and then simply look at the side of the other side and be able to clip it. But for some reason, it wants to do this stupid S pattern, or go around and twist. Why it won't come out this way and go around which way it will fit is beyond me. Why won't it do this for me? Is it this style of belt, maybe? Maybe this won't work for it? There we go. There, that would solve all your problems right there, just like that. Screw physics, right? I mean, stuff floats. Oh yeah, I gotta figure this out. I might actually have to do another pull to help bring this stuff up. This is really weird. Okay, well, this seems to work. It's not the nicest solution, but it's a solution, right? I'm gonna be like, first thing I'm gonna do once I unlock those elevators is come over here and rip this crap down. This drives me nuts, but we've got a lot of work to do, and I won't see this very often, so it doesn't matter. And a good morning to you guys. So I spent a good chunk of my night actually making it up a decent height, trying to go with the design we had earlier, and honestly, it was just garbage. It just wasn't cutting it. So I found this design, which is much easier. All you got to do is look at the side. All I did here was I just kind of staggered the frames like this. And this is much cheaper. I was going upwards, and I was just chewing through all the conveyor belts, and going up this way actually seems to be much cheaper in the long run. I don't know why those turns were so incredibly expensive like they were, but it was too insane of a cost. So I'm gonna keep going up this way. This is actually much faster too, because all I have to do is go up the ladder and we're good to go. But I think it was a matter of that we had the other ones too close to each other for me to be able to wrap around them properly. I think that's all that was. So this seems to work a lot better, use up a lot less material, and it goes upwards a lot quicker. I might have missed a couple extra steps here, but whatever. This will get us up there way quicker. Now, like I said, once I do get to a certain height, I'm not going to be able to see the sides very easily. So all I have to do is throw a couple frames off the main pole, and now I can build upwards again like I'm sitting down at the bottom. Oh, this is going nice and quick. I do hope, though, how many do we have left? 314? We're doing okay. I do hope we have enough to actually get to the top, because I really don't feel like doing another run back already. There we go. I think I have it high enough now that we can connect it up to the top and get going. And I actually completely ran out of encased beams just as we got up there. So I might have to go a little bit higher up once I get up there, but that is okay. And I did originally steal some of these back, but I ended up having to run back and grab some iron rods anyways. So we're good now. This was really tedious. This was incredibly tedious to do. Oh my god. So you go up a couple layers, put down a couple more foundations, hook it all up, build upwards. But it's done, and it's actually very effective. I think this actually may be faster than an elevator, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see once we do see it, but the item elevators should be a lot easier to put in. Like, this here was a good hour of my project alone, because I had to run back a few times, get a few things, redo it because I'm an idiot and I messed it up the first time. But this does look much better that way, at least. Okay, so I have to run back and check on our encased steel beams. But on my way back, what I'm going to do is actually start laying down some of these stackable frames in order to lay those beams on top of the beams, in order to lay the conveyor belts on top of. But we're almost there. We almost got all of the oil back over to our base. The vehicle's done for anyways. I'm going to have to go and look for that. I'll probably do that off episode. I'll go and find the vehicle and get rid of it. That's a little boring. Those are things I can do when I have a little bit of time here and there. And I have to get rid of that stupid giant high stack too. of stairs that I had installed. Like, that was like really early into my playthrough. That thing right there, that has to go. That actually led also over to where my space station, or my space station, space elevator used to be. All right, so I'm gonna take this vehicle back. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this vehicle back, and then on my way back here, I'm gonna start laying down the frames. I'm gonna run back because we won't be able to drive this thing back and forth anymore with the conveyor belts in the way. And honestly, it's a little bit weird driving on this stuff. As you can see, it like acts like it's going over huge bumps every time it drives over one. And every once in a while, it kind of bumps off to the side, and I've almost driven off the side a few times not paying attention. So this isn't the best way. Oh, and then once we do have those conveyor belts done, I can hop on one of those suckers and be like from that end to the other end in like seconds. So it won't even be a big deal anymore. Here we go, and I'm hooking up the conveyor belts, and look at that, the wrong spot has been chosen. There we go. Oh, this feels so good. It's like tearing off the tape after you've done your paint job. So now all I gotta do is run this right straight down the middle here. Running belts straight is way cheaper than running belts on a turn, by the way. I found that out. Like, look how far I can go with only one. But if I were to turn it, look at that. It takes up so many. Anywho, I'm going to go back. Wait 1 second here. Let's load this up. 9. There we go. And 1. Tripping out here. Okay, hopefully this is enough to bring us down. If not, I'll just have to run back and grab some more and keep going. We are running really short on these things. So hopefully I don't have to do too much running back and forth. But hopping on one of these should actually help get me there fast. Okay, these don't cost 1. They cost... Wow. These are actually incredibly expensive going straight. I don't know what I was thinking by telling you guys that. Completely ignore everything I was just saying. We're going to need a buttload more of this to bring the oil down. I actually might start making some of this by hand, to be honest, or overclock the machines that are making this right now. That would work too. I did turn off my heavy modular frame production for now, just to let those things back up a little bit. But just seeing how much we use just right there, holy crap, this is going to be an expensive endeavor. All right, so quite a bit has actually happened in between the last cut here. Now, I did actually just go out. I overclocked our stuff here, and I went out. I just spent a few more minutes actually waiting for it. But I overclocked our production here. It's running a little inefficiency, but whatever. It's producing as fast as possible. But I've overclocked our production, and we're making these like crazy. And in that time, I actually went out and did groceries. I managed to get this many encased industrial beams. That's actually not that many, so we're going to go back up and see how far we can drag the oil with this. Hopefully we can go a long distance, but I'm thinking this project here, the whole length of it's actually going to have to be over a few episodes, which isn't too bad, because next episode what I was planning to do was actually start laying out the oil power, so we can get oil power and everything going on and replace our coal. That way I could just concentrate the coal on steel production. So even with that amount, I didn't have enough to bring them over here. Now I did bring a bottom one in, kind of hoping we can get close to the base, but unfortunately that did not happen. And I did double stack it back there a little bit, so it is going to take a while to get these conveyor belts done. Holy crap though. I think really we only need one line going completely for now, and carrying that much in, because we really don't need this much oil, but I would like to get the factory going, or the gas factory going right away. So I think what I'm going to do is go back and remove the top row that I've done of these, and see how far down we can't get with these suckers, and then we'll see where we can go from there. You know what? Looking at it from here, that's not even going to bring us far. It's not worth walking all the way down there, removing it all, because it's not going to do it. Another thing I can do too is I can use the next highest level conveyor belt just to keep everything moving and bring everything there with that. I don't have any steel beams on me, but if I did, I could use it, right? Now, this will get completed. I just have to wait for all the stuff to be produced. So I think between this episode and next episode, I'm going to start taking advantage of some things around here. And I'm going to tear that down over there. The coal also needs to be brought over by a sky bridge, but that one's going to be pretty boring and unceremonious. That's not even a word. Now I'm making up words. Anyway, that one's going to be pretty boring. So I think I might do the coal line because it's just right there. Honestly, it'll take like next to no time. So I'm going to do the coal line. We'll rip out all the... I'll go down and rip out all the vehicles and stuff. Do the coal line over to the base. That way we get rid of that vehicle. That'll give some time. And then I'll get rid of this monstrosity. Last time I went up there, the vehicles and the vehicle pass disappeared on me. So that is why I haven't gone up there and removed that monstrosity again. But it needs to happen because I'm really tired of looking at it. So those are my goals here between the episodes to get that done. And then we'll come back and hopefully have enough to complete that line all the way down here. But just looking at it now and looking how far we went with what we had, it's going to take quite a bit. I'm almost tempted to set up more production for that. But there's a lot of things I could do around home to hold that off. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I do apologize. Oh, I have to go back up this way. I need to grab some stuff back at the other end. Damn it. I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, toss me a like. It always helps. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to see some more playlists and videos, check the top pinned comment. I usually throw them all in there for you. Have a good one, guys. Stay classy. And remember, even if you're on PC, always back up them game saves. Peace out, and have a good one.